TV. It is Tuesday, and if it's Tuesday, it's Man Cave. Today, we're talking about old is gold. You've heard that phrase, right? And it's, most people think that, the older, just like they say wine, it gets better with age. But however, people are using this and transferring it over to relationships. So we find a bunch of old people hanging out with a bunch of young people.
A bunch.
To help me with this discussion is Mr. Bancha himself, Roy Karuhize.
I would like to be introduced as well.
And the lovely, well, Suzy Sema Bancha, and the lovely Joey.
She looks like Daybreak herself.
Yeah,
I try. I really do try someday.
Lady Break.
First of all, don't call old people Bancha anything. Only things which in bunches are bananas.
Oh,
okay.
Keep it like that.
So for old people, but it's becoming a slow, I don't want to use the word grim because then that would be my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's becoming a reality where we're finding a lot of, again, I don't know if we should call them old. What is old? Let's start there. What,
just say older,
right?
Older men and younger women.
Older men and younger women.
That's how it should be. That's how the Lord created
this
the
guy was
earth.
telling me that he's going to a club. And he was
Yes, exactly. This was a time.
First, Willie's went to a club. Let's just go see.
No. I was passing by. The club is next to, if I say, the club is next to a place where they sell pizza and chicken and stuff. So it's a long.
Okay, the food part with you again.
Yes. So when I went there, I saw all these cars, and it was midweek, and they were all. If you look at the demographic, you see older looking people with the younger, like campus.
Changing your accent does not help this.
Yeah, because I'm trying to help.
Okay, so let's get straight to the point.
My young cats.
Yeah. I mean, a while back, guys would end up, older guys and younger women would meet in places which have, let's say, are not empowered by electricity.
Clandestine activities.
They have less electricity than most other outlets. These days, they come in the glaring eye of the best elec available, including laser lights and holograms and any other kind of display. And these guys are sitting together confidently, not as before, because they feel the situation has enabled them to do that, from both sides of the party. And for me, I think what is really, I don't think there are any surprises, right? But I think the bigger issue is who's to blame for that movement. And we're not talking about older in terms of older he's married, but just older, much older guy and a much younger woman.
See, I don't have a problem with
Why?
this.
Why do you
like,
think
I need to be the young one in the relationship at all times.
But now the gap is extending. Before it was like 2 years, 3 years. Now it's going to lose.
Now I can go 15 plus.
45.
Yeah. 15 plus years.
Yes.
I'm looking for security financially. I'm looking for maturity. I mean, these are things I need in a relationship. I was just saying off camera, I spent a lot of my youth
with youth.
With youth.
Youth says.
With cute guys from your side.
Guys, they only look
what did they do for me?
Those guys, their function is to post Instagram quotes and pictures.
Yeah.
And look towards the future, which just doesn't seem to come.
But so you're saying that apart from Mark Zuckerberg, young people can't offer security and maturity.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Young men, right?
I need experience.
And when we talk about security
that's another one.
Experience. I'm saying my experience.
I'm saying my experience.
Let me tell you, these young acrobats. These young acrobats think, for them, what they didn't understand was that, I was going to say nowadays, that was close.
Well, okay, old man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for them, they are cool for the sake of being cool. There's nothing cool about them. They spend so much time trying to look cool than actually live a cool life. So these ladies actually like the guys. Then you find out that you're going out to the cartoon after a while. Yeah? You're going out to the clown whose job is to look impressive. He's not engineered or driven by the content of the person he is. He's not a brand within himself. He's not someone of substance. He's not created a person. What he's created is spent so much time creating an image before creating the person.
Yeah.
So the lady falls in love with the image, then finds out that there's nothing,
there it is.
There's no substance.
Yeah.
The guy is empty. Young guys right now, they're empty. And I'm not just talking financially. The wallets are also empty, but that's not the main problem. Because even the ones who have good wallets, there's some young guys who are coming up, pulling deals here and there and saying, what do you do? Showers. They do showers.
What?
But those guys...
What are showers?
Biashara.
Oh,
showers.
Oh, okay.
Yani kuiba.
Oh.
Yeah?
Showers.
They say they do showers.
Right.
But the reality is, as much as they're making a little bit of money, they don't know how to carry themselves with it, they don't know how to build it, they don't know how to use it to empower the women they're with. So these girls are finding that these guys are of no value.
It's true.
So what okay, you say maturity, security. What about kupata somebody, then growing with them.
Growing where?
Growing where?
That's
See, towards
that you are hustling together. We can't both be on the same level in life.
No,
someone needs to have made it at this point.
Supporting your
supporting you.
And you see, let me tell you, Willis, you know you're reducing it just down to the instant wallet the guy has.
No, I'm saying even maturity. I mean,
growing together
at 28
to be mature together.
No, wait, no. Listen. To be mature together.
28-year-old. On a farm.
28-year-old.
It's not a farm we're buying.
A 28-year-old and a 40-year-old, definitely, this guy has experience. The 40-year-old has experience, right? But if, let's say you're 28 and the girl is 26, muzidi tu hivyo by the time
let me tell you what
first
happens.
of all, you're learning nothing from each other.
Exactly. And then this guy you've supported through his hustle, when he finally makes it, he's going to leave you for someone else. That's what happens usually in those types of situations. So I'd rather have somebody who's already made it, and I'm coming now to be the support system.
And you see, and the thing is, making it is not that he's the biggest thing financially, whatever it is. She talked about experience, but saying experience in the way he has begun to understand and appreciate life. So that means he knows what is needed. Even you look at the lady and say, you know what, to dress better or to do this and that, or for your job to grow. She's getting a lot of useful stuff out of him. She sits with him, talks about her job, what challenges she's facing in the office, and for her, that contribution.
He's like mentoring me.
He's mentoring her. He's saying, you know, this is what you should do, this is what you... Because he's seen women make mistakes and he's learned a lot.
Being thrown around mentor experience.
Let me tell you something. She's getting it all in one package, in wholesale. It's like a central province business.
So
boarding school, kanisa, disco, zote ziko pamoja. You're getting an abushari. Pia nguo, munashona huko. You're getting a man who's fully rounded because he's got a lot of things. And the reason that has happened is because a lot of these ladies, you see, I'm referring to you as a nice young lady.
Thank you.
A lot of these ladies have no time to waste anymore on useless relationships, because a lot of the relationships have begun to become fragmented, are breaking down. So these ladies are saying, I don't have time to waste. Seeing that everyone else is having a relationship 4 years, katika, 5 years, katika, 6 years, katika. They're not like our parents who are resilient.
Yeah, my parents, shout out to mom and dad, 40 years, August 5th.
Oh, same, my parents 41.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days.
That means they had 28 years into marriage.
What?
We got married 40 years in 28, so 12.
Why are you doing mathematics?
My firstborn, my
sister
count. Is, anyway, we're not talking about that.
Remains.
The thing is, what I want to ask this then. So is it that the young people are not stepping up or need to step up and are not giving the A game, or is it that these old guys are the ones who are showing these ladies that, you know what, let me step up?
Let Joey take that first from her point of view, because it's good for the ladies who are the ones, the recipient, the consumer, to evaluate. The person who's eating the food at the restaurant.
As a consumer of older men.
The consumer can tell us more.
As a recipient.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's stability in that. There's reassurance that this person knows what they want out of life. They've learned the lessons that they needed to learn. And like Roy is saying, they're able to even teach me things and, offer their wisdom to me. Other than these young guys, I mean, they look nice, in pictures. But
trophy.
Yeah, I'm done with the trophies.
They just look good. Wasiwama filter. Then in a
But so what about people who, let's say you're 40, you're a lady who's 40, and so
find a 50-year-old.
You find a 50-year-old.
Continue school.
Or you unasukuma to your graph. So what do you think? You want to lose game?
I think the main reason these older guys are winning, thank God, is because the younger guys are losing.
Oof.
Thank God.
It's not that the older guys who are doing a better job.
Old man.
Oh, okay.
What is the corner? I'm just saying,
Roy.
The older guys are having their job made easier by how much of a failure younger men are today. If you get what I mean. Because the younger guys today are just not stepping up. And all of them are going down to what you're saying. They think it's, those guys have more chums. Some of them even conceding and peddling off their girlfriends for rent-a-girl. They're doing rent-a-girl where their girlfriend goes out with a guy, older guy, for a short part and say, it's okay, we're going out. But if it's that Jama calls, it's okay, that's our financial assistant system. Yeah? But instead of those guys putting up a fight and actually showing up and saying, yes, maybe me and this girl are both young, but also they share experiences, the challenges we're facing as two young people trying to go together. They're adding no value. Do you know what they want to discuss? They want to go to the hang and discuss aya hiyo song imekuja na mangapi kwa Billboard. You see, she's moved on past that.
Yeah,
Girls have real-
I can't be sneaking into your mama's house, you know. That
You can't.
We're done.
But what
with
about
that.
the other thing is, so for these young ladies who are, you know, looking for older men, are they?
They're not really looking for, they're
or
accepting.
they're accepting. So for the dude, this older guy, anaonaje huyu young tak, the lady, is he looking at huyu?
It's a cartoon.
No. Because even does the older guy have conversations saying that I'm trying to have a conversation with this young lady, but ako too young, so I can't have this conversation. Akona utoto. Yeah.
Sema tu kaona
Yeah. Does it?
Okay, I'll speak from a friend.
Okay.
Yeah?
I think
So-
it's not about age, it's about intellect, right? Like
Okay.
if I can sit and have a conversation,
with a
a
guy-
meaningful conversation with an old person, it's not that, you know, I'm too young or whatever.
Whatever.
Like it's about what's going
They,
on.
they,
Yeah,
first of all, let's just give
Upstairs.
women at least a little bit of respect in the sense that they mature faster than men. And now these younger guys have made it worse. The gap is growing to about 27 years, 30 years. Yeah? But also in the sense that if the older guy has picked the right woman, then they'll maintain the conversation. There'll not be a problem.
If he's picked me, it's what
Yeah,
it
he's
is. If he's picked me.
Then ataanza
You
connect.
know?
Yeye anajua vile
Sawa.
kuongea ki old. Kiuzee. She knows how to ongea kiuzee. Yeah?
To maintain.
Then the guy should be a cool guy who knows how to ongea kiutoto.
Yeah.
He
So they-
crosses over from.
So they
once
mix in the
a while.
middle.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, in both in age and in youth, there are benefits. So once those are shared together, there's strength in that.
But
That
also,
gap can
I
become a
don't
strength.
think that guy should try and act young. I don't like when older
No,
people try
not
and act
acting young, but understanding.
and start saying lit and Friday.
Friday.
I
Form.
lose respect form.
Form nigga.
And then over dancing.
it's Friday.
You can't over enjoy. You know, when you're old, you're not supposed to enjoy things too much.
Yeah.
You look like you've missed them.
And I maintain too. Yeah. So,
Hold
but
respect.
what about now for when it gets to the point where spanning the wax here? What if I say that it is the ladies who wanajiangusha?
Uish, I just asked.
But they have now begun
Like
to
they're
settle.
now, yeah,
They have no sense of integrity.
Ooh,
they're now
okay, I
settling
see what you're saying.
For just because we can't struggle the easy ways, just stacking history. What you mean?
Okay, let me be honest. I don't despise women when I see doing it. I seem to understand why they're doing it. There's some who, of course, you see, when you reach to the point where you know clearly this lady is just it's a materialistic, materialist.
Riparian. It is a riparian relationship.
I ate boiled food. So, anyway, when they're ready, it's I start with pasta for about a whole week.
Unajua niliomba leo asubuhi nikasema Mungu, if Roy is going to lie, help. So if you're going to say
Okay, and let's be serious here in the sense that if the guy, I mean, I'm looking at it from the point of view of I don't despise women who do it,
Okay.
but where I begin to look down upon them, if you know that lady is with that guy for materialistic reasons only, then if that's what the foundation is, those relationships cannot last. There has to be more value to a human than what they have materialistically,
Oof.
right? Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're built on that, because that flounders, it moves all over the place, and eventually you do get bored out of it. You actually find that wealth can be boring. I know it sounds like a fallacy. I know.
Tell us more.
When you come from the other side,
That's a
no,
word
but
I'm
when it
not
comes from the
familiar
other side of the fence, you would not know that yet.
you know, you have to, yeah.
Free range chicken.
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
you
I
know.
think like as you grow older, your priorities change as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, love used to be like, oh, I just need to find somebody to fall in love with when I was,
Then
you know,
friendship
that whole,
becomes important.
Yeah, and then you realize there's more to life than just love.
Just-
Hatuwezi kula love.
Hatuwezi kula love.
Na hiwezi tengeneza nywele.
Madhidhi na I feel good.
I know.
Yeah, it has to be
That's a
different.
very strange sound, but it's okay. That's the sound of a chicken that's just looking for something else. Yeah, so.
All right, so okay, I'm going to try to check some of your comments as well. But so we're in agreement that it should not be materialistic. But what about that lady who?
That cannot be the foundation.
That cannot be the foundation. But what about? And this is not to take away that there are some, you know, you do have people who do have some needs. Of course, there are different ways to approach it. But what about people who knowing also from the other side now? So the lady anajiangusha, but the dude. And you started off clearly by saying, I'm not married older, but just older. Right?
Just older, not it doesn't. I'm not saying.
What about
taking
now?
someone.
Like in that situation, I was telling you, like I was in the vicinity of a bar, and this guy can have somebody on Wednesday, another person on Friday,
Now
another
that's
person
you're
on
not supporting
Sunday,
that.
That's
another
a
person
whole...
on
Consistency
So
is a
it's,
game.
but there is.
Because they have options and
That's
they
exactly
know they
what I
have
said, that
options.
there are options.
Yeah.
That's not the problem.
Yeah, you're saying the guy has options.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what does he do?
But you see,
what
we're looking at
happens?
this from the point of view of the lady, yeah? In the sense that, is she doing, it's dependent on what the lady wants, you see. You see, there are those who are options and they're okay with being options.
Oof.
Yeah? And those are the ones I'm not respecting.
He's on that truth serum.
Yeah.
Well,
So me, I'm like, if she's okay with being options. I know people who are, as you're telling me off mic about people showering and doing all sorts of things together. And some people are okay with options. In fact, the more the merrier. Yeah, if the wholesale relationship, where buy one girlfriend, get 3 free, is what is going on, and you're okay with that, then they know what. The only problem I have is when people get in those relationships and not realizing what they're getting themselves into. Those have consequences. And people get in those and they don't want to suffer the consequences. Because one of the consequences is, as a woman, is you'll end up being lonely at times. Because you're not a priority to someone. Yeah? When we're talking here about old and younger, we're not talking about a relationship where you're going to have 6 or 7 people. We're talking about 2 people in a relationship that they both take seriously. Right? And the age gap is spreading. And I'm saying the age gap is no longer dangerous. In fact, the funniest part is it's working in favor of some relationships today.
is there such a thing as too much of an age gap? Is there like a limit?
I tend to think, and this is my personal opinion, is that
Kama kijana.
Kama kijana, kama local youth. Ya kwamba if the difference for me is if you have a sibling and you know your father's age, the cap should be your father's age.
Ooh.
You can't go out with somebody
All right.
age mas na baba yako.
Yeah, that one, of course.
Sasa baba ni 50, hata wewe sasa uko 50. So, kwani unatafutia baba yako best friend?
You know where I want to get joy and control? You talk about age 50. When you look at that age, you know we keep discussing the age, but we're saying what is the benefits of the age. Yeah? How's she talking about security and what? Just tell me, what is your priority? What's your priority of all of this? We talked about financial security, mentorship, stability of friendship, because it's a solid part. Mentorship. Sana mentorship.
I'm being told that we're just about out of time. I think we're going to be tossing it over to Fred soon. But as a guest, I'm just informing you.
No, we stop calling them sponsors. You're saying, this is my mentor.
These are my mentors. It can start and it will be that Joey.
No, I'm going to change this person's name in my phone.
As mentor.
With a mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a mentor. But I'll allow you guys some few minutes for final comments before you toss it over.
I think in terms of age,
seconds. Yeah. I said minutes, yeah.
I thought I had minutes. Anyway, just to summarize and put it in the shortest way possible, I'll just say that for me, that age gap is not the story. The story is about how honest and genuine that relationship is. I think what is lacking is the reason these women are going for older men is they're going to look for genuine relationships. And genuine relationships are when both of you know what you want out of the relationship and you're therefore willing to be together for the benefits of what you both want out of the relationship. How genuine the relationship is will determine how long it lasts.
I think my final comment is that I'm genuinely looking for a mentor. 15 years and above, you know, like a little age gap there. I would appreciate a call.
Ngalia Willis, now he's just saying, how am I getting home after this conversation?
That's all I have to say. I'm looking for a friend for my dad.
Your dad, you're looking for a BFF for daddy. My final comment is this, and I'll like we always say, first of all, at the end of the day, we'll discuss where you make the decision for yourself. I would say at the end of the day, you just know your value and your worth and then work from there. If that's what you want to settle for, then it will speak to your value and your worth. If that's what you don't want to settle for, again, it still speaks to your value and worth. And at the end of the day, if you're going through something like this and you don't know what to do, we always advise you to seek some professional help.
Na maombi.
Now, usiitikie kuwa wholesale.
Usikuwe wholesale.
Cross over to Fred for a traffic update.
Thank you, guys. Man cave for you. Very interesting.